Success is habits. You are what you consistently do. If you've got goals, ambitions, motivations, dreams, like where do you want to be? Think about the future life that you want for yourself. How do you get there? Most people, what they'll default to doing is you go crazy for a day or go crazy for a week, and then you don't get the results that you want, and then you quit. Or you're gonna have much more success being the turtle, not the hare, right? Where you go slowly, but every day, 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 even when it's boring, even when it's hard, even when you wanna quit, you keep going, you keep making, you keep creating, you keep doing it. Because that's how you're gonna build the habit, that's how you're gonna build the self-discipline, that's how you're gonna build the mental toughness to actually go and accomplish your goal. I'm in the middle of a 75 hard challenge right now. It's Andy Frisella's program where what do you have to do? You've got to work out twice a day. Once a day is outside. They have to be at least 3 hours apart. You need to drink a gallon of water a day, stick to a diet, take a progress picture, no alcohol, no cheat days. If you cheat or miss any one thing, you got to start over from the beginning. and I like it. And it's not even that crazy hard, because the hardest thing that I had to do was when I broke my neck on my tour and I kept going. The key thing is that you're not always able to show up and do the same results as you got yesterday. This is where we often fall off the track. What happens in 75 hard? We want us to do 2 workouts a day. What happens if I get sick? What happens if I get a cold? What happens if I get jet lag? What happens if I didn't sleep very well the night before? What happens if I get food poisoning and I'm throwing up? What happens? I'm still gonna go do the workout. I'm still gonna do the workout. Will it be as good a workout as I did yesterday? No, it's gonna suck. But I said I was gonna do 45 minutes, so I'm gonna do 45 minutes. It's moving the brake line forward. Where do you give yourself a break? Where do you tell yourself, it's okay, I'm not gonna do it? Obviously, there are some extremes where you just break as a human, but for the most part, you could push a little bit more. You know, if you're at the edge and you're at the limit and you really need to rest and break, then rest and break. But that's 5% of the time. 95% of the time, the answer is actually you need to push harder. When everybody else would tell you to relax, to take it easy, to why are you doing these crazy things? When everybody else who has lower standards than you would say stop, you're gonna go and do one more. The trick is to show yourself that when you say you're gonna do something, you follow through. The whole point of Andy's 75 hard program is not just to lose weight or get in better shape. It's the mental toughness, because you said you were gonna do something. Do you follow through? When I broke my neck on my tour and I kept going, it's because I said I was gonna do it. And I wanted to at least give my max effort. If I couldn't do it, if I got pulled, then that's okay, because I tried my max effort. In fact, that happened. You know, when I broke my neck, it was the day of in Denver. I couldn't do the event because I'm in the hospital. My next event was in Kansas City, and I'm still struggling with a concussion. And I had to be pulled off the stage by my wife an hour and a half in. Normally it was going for 4 hours, 3-4 hours each event. And my wife pulled me off after an hour and a half because she could tell that I was not as functional as I should have been. And, you know, she was scared and didn't want me to go at all. I said, I want to at least try. I want at least, if I can go for 20 minutes, then I'll do that, and then I'll be pulled. But I want to show myself that I do difficult things. The answer is to show yourself that you do difficult things. Consistently. Success is habits. So how do we make this practical? So think about, what are your goals? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Usually people look at relationships, they look at business or finances, and then look at health. So if you want to look at those 3 buckets, your relationships, you know, your significant other, are you married or you're not? Are you looking for somebody? Are you already in a relationship? What does a great relationship look like? Your health, and then your business or your career. All of those things are habits. If you want to improve your relationship, if you want to improve your health, Buying flowers for your wife today doesn't mean you're going to have a great relationship for the rest of your life. Going to the gym for 5 hours today does not mean you're going to be in great shape. It's the consistent, it's the daily. And same thing for your business. Going crazy, creating content, making videos, updating your website, doing calls, emails, whatever is next on your list for this week is not going to have a huge impact. It's what are you doing daily. So let's break this down. Think about the areas of your life. Step number 1. What are the areas of your life that you want to improve on? That you are not happy, you're not satisfied anymore with where you're at, and you want to grow, you want to get better, you want to improve. If you want to stick to relationships, health, and business, great. Otherwise, pick your own categories. But time to get specific. Number 2, think about who's done this. You don't have to go and do this all alone. You don't have to be a genius and figure it all out on yourself. This is why I created all of my channels, is because I want to model success. I want to learn from the people who've done the thing so that I can shortcut my path. I want to be able to learn from John Assaraf and Oprah Winfrey and Elon Musk and all these people. I want to learn because they've gone down a path that I haven't gone down yet, but I want to. And learning from them will shortcut my path. I used to be afraid to ask for help. It was one of the biggest mistakes that I made in my first company, was trying to figure it all out on myself and then feeling like a dummy because nothing was working. So in each area, in each goal that you've got, who is somebody who's done it? Who's somebody who's an expert? Who's somebody who's a genius? Who's somebody, especially if they're kind of like you, right? Where, for me, I'm an introvert. And I really struggled with being an introvert because when I looked at all the people who were doing it, I saw a lot of people who didn't seem to be introverts. So how does an introvert go and make videos and speak on stage and be a public figure? Something I'm still figuring out, right? If that sounds like you can model my story and get to where I'm at a lot faster than the 20 years it took me, right? So you're finding those people who are like you, who've done it, so that it doesn't have to take you decades to get there, right? And then number 3 is you need to have them as part of your daily routine. So 1 is identify the areas you want to work on and get better at, be specific. 2 is find the people who've done it, either aspirational people that you can learn from, books, podcasts, YouTube, etc., or somebody you can hire who you can go meet with. But 3, this is the key. The key is it has to be consistent. It has to be consistent. Reading the same book every day is going to lose its mojo. Watching the same video back every day is going to lose its mojo. That's why I have so many channels with so much content, because there's always something for you. I want you to start your day with an espresso video every day, because if you do, it will shift. If you do this for 3 months, you will shift, you will get better, you will learn, you will be a different person by the end of 3 months. So it's thinking about, how do I make this part of my daily? How do you remind yourself of what your goals are, of who you want to be, and then be around the people consistently? So if you want to learn something like yoga, great, hire a yoga instructor. So now you've committed to somebody else doing it. If you want to have the mindset of a high achiever, great. Subscribe to the YouTube channels that make you feel that way. Follow the people on Instagram that make you feel that way. Put things up in your office or in your bedroom that make you feel that way. Where with intention, while you feel motivated, bold, ambitious, courageous today, you're using that energy to then create sustainable habits so that you stay consistent and follow through. Because you felt bold, you felt motivated, you felt courageous in the past, and you didn't do anything about it the next day. Because we all start over the next day. This is a secret that nobody talks about. Everybody starts over the next day. Nobody wakes up, it's like, yes! It doesn't happen, you start over. But successful people have successful habits. That's the only difference between where you're at and where you want to be, is the successful habits, so that you stay consistent on following through on the goals that you say are important to you. So while you're watching this and feeling bold and motivated, what are the habits that you can include into your daily practice? So subscribe to the channels on YouTube that make you feel bold. Follow the people on Instagram that make you feel bold. Change up your physical environment. What's on the walls in your office, in your bedroom? What's on the background, on your cell phone, on your computer? Put in your calendar the things that you're going to do to move forward on the goals. And the more that you're around that consistently, the more you're actually going to follow through. Success is habits. You can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish if you actually take the time to make it consistent. We overvalue what we can do in the short run and massively, massively, massively undervalue what will happen to your life if you just did something every day for the next year. You've had big dreams, big goals that you've quit on. That imagine if you just, that goal you had 2 years ago, if you just did something every day, you'd be in a different spot right now. You'd be in a totally different spot right now if you just followed through on that every day. The point of that is not to make you feel bad. The point is that to use that as energy, as fuel, so that your goals right now, in 2 years, you're actually making progress on them instead of looking back and saying, I wish I was just consistent. Success is habits. Success is habits. Success is habits. You got this. Now it's time to stay consistent.
If you want another Evan Rant video that just might give you the confidence you need, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
I think comparison to other people is fantastic. I think most people just do it wrong. You look at somebody else, you see their life, you see what they're doing, you see their business, you see their success,